now on air.
Morning audio date is 02.29.2024. Current time is 06:10 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That'd be the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside on this Thursday morning. Want to be Thursday as far as that goes, folks. And this is the FiremanRich audio podcast. Hello and good morning, Rich Roberts, FiremanRich here on Spotify for podcasters, and we're simulcasting here on the Rumble, and I'm just posting the broadcast up here, finishing that up. We're doing a second time this week on the Rumble to do the Spotify for podcasters FiremanRich audio podcast, and a little bit smoother but a little shaky jakey here as far as the initial start. We have a placeholder there on the Rumble, and we are live, I think, aren't we? Let's see. From what I see, let's go ahead and switch it over, and I see us on the big screen and the laptop, but I don't see us on the Surface 3. We had this problem yesterday, so let me see if I can bring that back up. Oh, I don't want that. What's going on with my... Let's see. And I'm trying to bring it up on the oh, there we are. Okay, we're on the board there. We're on the big TV, and I'm trying to bring this up here on the app, because there is an app for Rumble. There is also an app for Spotify for podcasters, and we usually do the broadcast on that, but we're doing something differently here as far as that goes. We are, let me go ahead and restart the whole app. We are broadcasting here on Rumble, and then we're taking the audio and placing it over there on Spotify for podcasters on the FiremanRich audio podcast page. And I'm not getting anything on the app here. Let's see, let's go home. Let's just go to Rumble. So a little glitchy as far as starting out on the Rumble, and you hear Bug there, one of 5 cats that we have here in the house. And I am seeing myself on... That's why I have multiple devices up on this. It's so simple. Maybe I'll just go back to the Spotify for Podcasters app and leave it at that. let's see. Let me try this one more time. Let's see, bring up. Usually the app is pretty good here. Follow new channels. Okay, it's firing up. And why it won't come up on the Surface 3 is beyond me. But we're getting our day started. We're having a hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTDD. And we do have the morning coffee this morning. It would not be a Fireman Rich audio podcast morning coffee if we didn't have the coffee. And this format, for those people that are new here on Rumble, it's the same format that I usually do for the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday Twitch broadcasts. You know what? I wonder if it's because I'm downloading. Okay, no. Yeah, that's all done. Getting sidetracked here. But we're going to go ahead and restart the phone. We'll restart it. And I'm not even sure what's going on with the Surface 3 here. Oh, I know how I can do it. Let's go ahead and do it this way. We'll go ahead and, because I posted this out on my social media feeds. I'm over there on X/Twitter at FiremanRich, True Social at FiremanRich, Blue Skies at FiremanRich, Instagram Threads at FiremanRich, and the public Facebook is the real FiremanRich. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Let's see if the link works on Twitch or X/Twitter. Okay, restart. We're restarting the Samsung. Working out a few bugs here, but I want to do this to start utilizing Rumble. And let's see. Okay, yeah, the microphone. Okay. Let's just check the micro. Okay. I don't need that microphone. Okay. I'm working off of. I've got this microphone on, but I'm working off of the CAD U37. Now it won't get on there. That's interesting. Very interesting. Let me see. Let's go ahead and do it this way. I'm not sure why that is. We had a little glitchiness Tuesday when we did this on the Surface 3. But we are fine over on the... I wonder if it's because I'm in broadcast mode. That could be. Because it does... Oh, let's see. Get configuration, open tab. Okay, 117. And we're firing. And it says we're live. Okay, I see the live button on the live stream web page there for Rumble. Oh, okay, there we are. Okay. Let me mute that. Okay, I got us. Okay, there we go. The Rumble came back up. Jeez Louise. Oh. And I was going to try it. I did download, I use OBS, and I was going to try it on Streamlabs. We might do that next week, next Thursday, because Tuesday I'll be doing the Tioga Radio Show on Mixcloud. So, okay, that seems like, okay, there we are. Now it's working. It's just a little glitchy in the beginning. That's okay though. That's what it's okay. See, I see the little red, live. We're live, so you can see the red around there. So we're going to go ahead and put that in so we can see the chat. There's nobody in the chat. We do have a live chat. That's the one feature we're bringing into the Tuesday, Thursday audio podcast, that we have a live chat that I'll mention. And again, the audio, I will be taking... We had a little problem where I had to manually do the audio stripping from the Rumble video and post it up. It was a little late. But the big thing is, though, on the analytics, Okay, where did I put that? Did I have that? On the analytics, the numbers, I guess. I'm not a numbers guy, but it is an indication that I do look at them. We had 9 people, 9 plays, listens on the Spotify for Podcasting app. And on the, let's see, we gotta bring that back up. Let's see. On the Rumble channel, on my content, the broadcast got a whopping 72 raw views, 9 unique views, whatever that is. But the 72, I don't even have that on an upload when I do the Twitch broadcasts. So it pays to broadcast here on Rumble, and I want to thank Rumble for the opportunity to broadcast here and such. So let's see. Okay, there we are. We're up and going now. Okay, so let's get started here. But it's always good to have a little glitchiness, I guess. It gets you going to have, and you keep an even keel, and you work out the snags and stuff like that. But currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, we have a temperature on the digital wall clock for the outdoor sensor. It's 25 degrees Celsius, or 25 degrees Fahrenheit. I always get that mixed up. And that's negative 3 degrees Celsius. As far as that goes, and negative 0.8, negative 3.8, so you might as well say negative 4 degrees Celsius, but 25 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to have scattered snow flurries and snow showers this morning. We had a lot of rain yesterday. We did go on a morning walk, which we sort of lollygagged as far as that goes. Me and the missus, we used the rain as we could have walked later, but we ended up going to the store, and I returned something to Amazon yesterday. But it was a rainy day yesterday and very windy. We had a wind advisory. The wind was blowing. I got a couple of chairs out there, lawn chairs. I got to recover in the side lawn. But we're gonna have scattered snow flurries, possibly, probably lake effect. Let's see, winds out of the west by northwest. Yeah, it's going to be lake effect from the Finger Lakes and Lake Ontario, Lake Erie maybe. This morning, becoming partly cloudy, high of 33 degrees Fahrenheit, which we had a high yesterday of 60. Winds, again, out of the west by northwest at 15 to 25 miles an hour. It's still a little windy. Chance of snow is 30%, so it'll just be a cold day. I'm looking out the window right now. It's getting a little daylight, and if you're watching on Rumble, you see Jack. Hi, Jack. He's up there looking at Cat TV behind the little logo there. The sun will be rising this morning at 6:43, and it just changed to 6:23. So it's in 20 minutes here in the southern tier of upstate New York that the sun will be rising, and the sun will be setting here at 5:55 p.m. 555 is a significant number in the firefighting. That's you ring 5 bells, pause, ring 5 bells, pause, ring 5 bells, pause, and that's to remember the fallen firefighters. So I remember my brothers and sister firefighters, as far as I have gave the ultimate. Our world times and temperatures as we speak, as I'm looking on my Samsung tablet. Tab A tablet that you could see on the Rumble video. I'm still getting used to this. I was trying to make sure this is primarily for the Spotify for Podcasters app, as far as that goes for the podcast. So I just try to get used to that idea. It's different. Let's see. Honolulu, Hawaii's at 1:24 a.m. Currently, it is cloudy skies, 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona, clear skies this morning at 4:24 a.m., 54 degrees Fahrenheit. In Chicago, Illinois, at 5:24 a.m., currently this morning. Clear skies, 22 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the jungle, as I like to call it, at 6:24 a.m. Also 6:24 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York. It is clear skies, 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Cork, Ireland, at across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, at 11:24 a.m. It is cloudy with some sun and clearing, 42 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italy, it's 12:25 p.m. Mangia. Cloudy skies, 56 degrees Fahrenheit. In Kuala Lumpur, at 7:25 p.m. in the early evening, it's sunny and clear today. In Kuala Lumpur, it's currently 92 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan, at 8:25 p.m. in the evening, it's raining in Tokyo, and 49 degrees Fahrenheit. And down on the great continent of Australia, at 10:25 p.m. in the late evening, it's a little cloudy with clear skies, 67 degrees Fahrenheit. But over in Sydney, to the east of Melbourne, 10:25 p.m. it's 81 degrees and cloudy there. And those are our world times and temperatures as we speak. We have a quote this morning from William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare, the English playwright and poet, and he is widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language and the world's preeminent dramatist. He is often called England's national poet and the Bard of Avon. And he has a good quote here. Our thought for the day, something to think about and mill over at the proverbial water cooler as far as that goes. And let's see, as it comes up on my Surface 3. Surface 3 is running slow. Let's see. But the coffee is tasting good. And let's see, I just want to recognize, I see on the excuse me, I hiccuped there, on the smartphone there, on the app there for Rumble, we have 13 people watching, and I greatly appreciate those 13 people. You know, if you want to say good morning, you have to follow me on Rumble to be able to utilize the chat. I do have that situated in that configuration. Let's see, our thought for the day, and a quote from William Shakespeare: "No legacy is so rich as honesty." Ooh, that's pretty powerful. No legacy is so rich as honesty. And on this last day of February, leap year, a leap day, and this is the month where we have George Washington's and Abraham Lincoln's birthdays. George Washington, an honest man. Abe Lincoln, I would say, is an honest man. They have legacy. They were George Washington, our first president, and Abraham Lincoln, my favorite president. I'm sorry, George. George comes in a second. Abraham Lincoln, my favorite president, but the 16th president of the United States. Both, I'm sure they had to wrestle with the honesty factor, but I think overall they were honest and leading this country in the right direction. So no legacy is so rich as honesty, and I think you can attribute that word to those two individuals, or else they wouldn't have been president, I think. Though again, story says that to become president, you have to be a little shady, but I don't know. You look at the people that have been in office here of late, especially the current one. But anyway, to have a real legacy, you have to have that. You have to be rich as honesty. You have to have the richness of being honest. Thank you, William Shakespeare. Again, our national day today, because I said it's leap year. We won't see an extra day in the end of February for another 4 years, I guess. I don't realize the fact that it's a leap year until the actual month and maybe the actual day, like today. But today is, there's a couple other ones. Let's see, National Time Refund Day. How do you refund time? Once time is used, you can't regain it. We have National Rare Disease Day. Yep, there's some diseases out there we have to be aware of. National Toast Day. I'll probably have some toast with some peanut butter spread on it for my breakfast after the audio podcast here. Let's see, we have, again, it's National Leap Day, for a day that is celebrated only once every 4 years with some mathematical exceptions we're going over later. It sure seems to be or have a lot of going around it. Leap year has what's this word? Beloved saints, party borders, towns, and devious explorers, beloved saints, parting borders, towns, and proposed popping Irish ladies, whatever that means. Ooh, have no idea what they're mentioning there. Anyway, moving on. And let's not forget all the birthday babies that born on it only happens every 4 years. So do you have your birthday every 4 years? No, you take your birthday on the 28th till the 29th comes around. They do have some making up to do on the celebrations. Those people are left behind on those 4 years when it's not the 29th. Since the beginning of time, man has been improving the way we keep it. That's apples. That applies. God, I gotta clear my glasses out of here. That applies to calendars as well. Early Egyptians had a leap year in their calendar. The early Romans calendar had entered leap month from time to time to keep the days in line with the astronomical year. And we're gurgling. Let me reset the... Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're good. It was Julius Caesar. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. It was Julius Caesar, and Julius Caesar and this astronomer, I'm not even going to pronounce his name, I'll butcher it, who revamped the Roman calendar, giving it 12 months with equal almost distributing days, and added a leap day every 4 years. So we can blame Julius Caesar and the astronomer Sosagenius, I guess his name. I took a stab at it. So today is National Leap Day. Okay, we're how are we doing on time? Jeez, we're at 25 minutes already. That's the one thing about the I guess I'm going to have to accept doing this. It's going to be a little bit longer than the 30 minutes as far as that goes. We do have a good story, and that's one of the main focal points of the audio podcast on Tuesdays and Thursdays, is to present a good story, an interesting story. And this one is from out in the cosmos, and I'm a space junkie. I like talking about things that are out there in the wonders of outer space. Scientists spot the brightest object ever, 500 trillion times more luminous than the sun. Ooh, that's bright. Thank God it's a ways away, and it is away. Quasars are the brightest cores of distant galaxies powered by supermassive black holes. And 12 billion light years away, one has found that it shines brighter than 500 trillion of our suns. Thank God it's 12 billion light years away. Growing in mass by the equivalent of one sun per day, it's the fastest growing black hole to date. But at 12 billion light years away, it's probably burnt out long ago, because the light we see now doesn't necessarily mean that's the light that's at the other end. So, using the European Southern Observatory, ESO, Very Large Telescope, VLT, oh, that's interesting, astronomers have characterized a quasar called J0529-4351, which was first seen in 1980. We have discovered the fastest growing black hole known to date. It has a mass of 17 billion suns and eats just over a sun per day. This makes it the most luminous object in the known universe, says Christian Wolff, an astronomer at the Australian National University, ANU, and lead author of the study published in National Astronomy. The black holes powering quasar collect material from their surroundings in a process so energetic that it emits vast amounts of light. That's the gobbling of the suns and the planets, I guess, around it. So much so that quasars are some of the brightest objects in our sky, meaning even distant ones are visible from Earth. As a general rule, the most luminous quasars indicate the fastest growing supermassive black holes. The matter being pulled in towards these black holes in the form of a disk emits so much energy that this particular one, J0529-4351, is over 500 trillion times more luminous, that's being very bright, than our sun, which our sun is pretty damn bright. All this light comes from a hot accelerated disk that measures 7 light years in diameter. Wow, that's huge. This must be the largest acceleration disk in the universe, says ANU PhD student and co-author Samuel Lee. It is a surprise that it has remained unknown until today. You figure it's that bright. We should have seen it long ago today. But when we already know about 1 million less impressive quasars, it has literally been staring us in the face until now, says co-author Christopher Oken, an astronomer at ANU also. He added that the object showed up in an image from the ESO Schmidt Southern Sky Survey data back in 1980, but it was not recognized as a quasar until decades later. Finding quasars require precise observation data from large areas of the sky. The resulting database are so large, researchers often use machine language. That's the earlier version of saying AI models to analyze them and tell quasars apart from other celestial objects. However, these models are trained on existing data, which limits the potential candidates to objects similar to those already known. If a new quasar is more luminous than any other previous observed, the program might reject it because that's the parameters, I guess. Hopefully they updated their machine language, parentheses AI, but it might reject it and classify instead as a star not too distant from the Earth. Findings and studying distant supermasses, massive black holes, could shed light on some of the mysteries of the early universes, or the mystery of our early universe, including how they and their host galaxies formed and evolved. So it's an ongoing study of finding out how we've evolved as a universe and stuff. So that's a pretty interesting story. I like bringing these space stories because it's very interesting for me. I hope it's interesting to you all out there as far as on the Spotify for Podcasters app listening, and also here on Rumble. And it's always a good story as far as that goes. Let's see. in our what's this? This skipped over a page on the next thing I'd like to, we're going to go into the on this day in history as far as that goes, and see what happened here. And we're at 30 minutes, so I'm looking at the clock here. It's just I'm sort of a clock nut as far as, let's see, let me bring that down a little bit. I think my audio on OBS is showing that I'm up a little bit too high, so tag that down a little bit. Let's see. On this day in history, let's see, do we have anything? In 1972, South Korea, who would have known this? South Korea withdrew 11 of its 48,000 troops from Vietnam. They had 48,000 troops. Wow. That's something. Gordie Howe made NHL history back in 1980 with the Hartford Whalers when he scored his 800th NHL goal. And today is leap day. Anyone with the birthday on February 29th gets only 1/4 of its actual celebration, enjoying the rest of the day, enjoyed by the rest of us. So we give you permission every leap year to act 4 times as happy and 1/4 as old. Happy birthday for those that have a birthday on leap year. Let's see, let's go to the AP. The AP history today, on this day today, February 29th, Hattie McDonald became the first black actor to win an Oscar back in 1940. When she took Best Supporting Actor of that movie that actually doesn't play that much because they just don't want to play it because of certain reasons, I guess. Gone with the Wind, which won 8 Oscars overall, including Best Picture. I guess some people, because of what's going on in society today with the political correctness and wokeness, I guess. I think I watched that movie once. It was a good movie, I thought. It's a classic. In 1796, President George Washington proclaimed that Jay's Treaty, which settled some outstanding differences with Britain, in effect. Okay, continuing our ongoing peaceful relations with Great Britain after we kicked their ass in the American Revolution. Let's see. 1936, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt signed a second Neutrality Act as he appealed to American businessmen not to increase exports to, what's this word? Vigilance? What does that word mean? I gotta look this word up. Let's see. Vigilance. Let's copy that and throw that into a Google page and see what Google defines it as. A nation or person engulfed in war. Oh, okay, so it was against Japan, who was fighting before we got into World War II. Japan was fighting fighting China, and Germany was fighting Russia and Great Britain and France before we came in. So let's see, 1956, President Dwight D. Eisenhower announced he would seek a second term of office. And let's see, that's about it. Let's see, in 1968, the Grammy Awards, The Fifth Dimension, Up, Up and Away, won Record of the Year for 1967, while Album of the Year honors went to the Beatles with Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club, a classic as far as that goes. And that's about it. In sports, now that we don't have any football, I know the draft is coming up, but I don't get involved in the NFL draft. I think it's a moot point, but they're trying to make more of it. I'm still waiting for the USFL to start at the end of this new month that starts tomorrow, March 30th. The UFL, United Football League here in the United States, starts. That's the merging of the XFL and the USFL, United States Football League. But in basketball, let's see, Tuesday night, starting on Tuesday night, the Nets lost to the Magic, and Cavaliers are. I got an eye on the Cavaliers because they're in second place behind the Celtics right now. So, but there's, I don't know how many. Let's see how many. They're 8 games back. So, but even still, they zoomed up the ladder there quite fast. So there's something going on in Cleveland as far as the basketball. Let's see, for Tuesday night, continuing, the Celtics beat the Sixers 117-99. Celtics are my favorite team. And the Knicks lost to the Pelicans, so the 2 New York teams lost. Tuesday night, going into last night, Wednesday night, none of those teams played. But the Cavaliers did lose to the Bulls. Okay. Today, let's see. Tonight we're going to have the Nets play the Hawks at 7:30 tonight. The Knicks are playing the Warriors. And are the Celtics playing? No, the Celtics don't play until... Well, I guess they're off until the weekend. Oh, no, they don't play until tomorrow, Friday night. So, but like I said, the standings, you have... the Celtics are 8 games ahead of the Cavaliers, and then the Bucks are in 3rd. The Knicks are still in 4th, then the Heat are 5th. 76ers are 6th. Pacers are 7th. Magic are 8th. The Bulls are 9th. Hawks are 10, and at 11, hoping to get back into the top 10, is the Brooklyn Nets. Over on the Western Conference, Timberwolves are in 1st by half over the Thunder, who are number 2. Number 3 is the Nuggets. Clippers are 4. Suns are 5. Pelicans are 6. Mavericks are 7th. Kings are 8th. Lakers are hitting there at 9. And 10 is the Warriors. And I don't really have a favorite team. Maybe the Suns. Phoenix Suns. I like the Phoenix Suns as far as that goes. But the Cavaliers... and the Eastern Conference, I don't know, they sort of shot up real quick. Knicks number 4, that's great. I hope it's going to be a good season for them. And I don't know if they can beat the Celtics, though. The Celtics are tough as far as that goes. So, let's see, how much time we got? We got 40 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and... wind it up here, I guess, because I don't want to go over 45 minutes. I'm not going to make this a long, drawn-out audio podcast. I think the proper timeline for an audio podcast is right at about 30 to 45 minutes. And that's what I do on the radio show over on Mixcloud, the Tioga radio show. I try and keep it within 35 to 40 minutes. If I go a little over, that's okay once in a while. But we're going to go ahead and keep it within the parameters here because we're live streaming. We'll keep it right at 45. And it is a little wonky-ish compared to actually doing the... because doing the audio, it's a live recording, one shot, and then I upload it. And it's very simple using the Spotify for Podcasters app, but I have a gut feeling that there's changes down the line here in June from Spotify dealing with that app. And it's their app, it's their sandbox, and I got to respect that. I'm not going to complain about it. I just have to adapt, and this is part of that adapting process, is to utilize a platform that I really like using, and it's fun to use because it is live streaming. I do enjoy live streaming. To combine it with the audio podcast, that's always good. So we're going to go ahead and cue up the outro music. Get our day started, and I got to start the process. Hopefully this will load up. I download the video and then I re-upload it onto Spotify for Podcasters platform, and it didn't take the last time. It found something wasn't right, wasn't in sync. The audio and the video wasn't in sync, so I just want the audio. Why do you need the video in sync? But that caused an error, so I had to manually do the audio transfer and stuff like that. But I do like this process. I think it's fun. It's interesting, and it doesn't mean I'm going to go away from the Spotify for Podcasters app. I still like using that, but we will use this, and we'll have fun with it. All right, folks, this is Rich Roberts at FiremanRich here on Spotify for Podcasters for the FiremanRich audio podcast. You can follow me over there on X at FiremanRich, over there on Truth Social at FiremanRich, Blue Sky at FiremanRich, Instagram Threads at FiremanRich, and I'm also over there on the public Facebook, The Real FiremanRich. We're also FiremanRich here on Rumble. So thank you for your listen on Spotify for Podcasters. And thank you for your views. And we're down to 10 people, so we're getting some views here on the Rumble. So thank you. I wave to you, people, and to both the people on Rumble and the people listening on Spotify. Thank you. I'm raising my coffee cup for those on the audio side. Thank you very much. You all have a great one. Wherever you may be or live on this big blue marble, have a great one. I'll be broadcasting tomorrow on Twitch, FiremanRich again there. And you all have a great one wherever you may be. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thank you very much.